Thanks so much for stopping by to watch this video. We are talking about the 2023 Sundance Film Festival. It's actually heading back to Park City, Utah, which will be taking place January the 19th through the 29th. This is going to be a hybrid film festival, and if you can't make it out to Park City, you can still enjoy some of the films that are playing at the festival, which is really, really cool. So, what film should I watch? Well, that is what we are here for, to give you that information. But we're Black girl nerds. We are the intersection of geek culture and Black feminism. So of course, we're going to highlight and amplify and give you an overview of the Black films that are playing at Sundance. So just a quick disclaimer, I may not have every single film in this video that's considered a Black film, which would be a film by a Black filmmaker or featuring a Black ensemble in this video. However, if I do miss out on some movies, then by all means, leave a comment. I'll add it into the description and link it to the Sundance Film Festival website. The second thing is short films. Of course, there are going to be a lot of short films at Sundance, and there are some films that are by some notable Black filmmakers. However, I do not have them in this video. This video is going to focus just on the feature-length films. So just an FYI to let you guys know, so that way nobody feels left out. And one more disclaimer that I have to add. I am terrible with names, so I do apologize if there's a director or producer whose name I completely obliterate in this video. Apologies in advance, and I'm so sorry. I'm just terrible with names, so I just got to get that out there. So if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. So hopefully this video is very resourceful for you, whether you decide to go out to Park City, Utah for Sundance, or if you're gonna be comfortable in your warm, cozy home watching the films online. Either way, I think this guide is gonna be very helpful for you to be able to navigate your way into Sundance and know which films by Black talented filmmakers and featuring Black ensemble casts should I check out. So, without further ado, let's get to the video. You ready? Let's start with the U.S. dramatic competition. First up is All Dirt Road's Taste of Salt. This is directed and written by Raven Jackson. A decades-spanning exploration of a woman's life in Mississippi and an ode to the generations of people, places, and ineffable moments that shape us. That is what the film is about. It's produced by Barry Jenkins, who you may know from Moonlight and If Beale Street Could Talk, and it also stars Moses Ingram, Sheila Adam, who you actually see pictured there with the baby, and Chris Chalk, who you may know from Gotham. Of course, we know Moses Ingram from Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this film is making its world premiere. Next is Magazine Dreams. And trust me, you will be dreaming about Jonathan Majors because he is looking like a hot snack in this movie. And I mean, look at him. The film is about an amateur bodybuilder who struggles to find connection as his relentless drive for recognition pushes him back to the brink. The film is written and directed by Elijah Bynum and stars Jonathan Majors and Taylor Page, just to name a few. Dan Gilroy is also a producer on this. He's known for writing Nightcrawler and currently Andor, so we've got some pretty heavy hitters behind the scenes. To round out this category is 1001, written and directed by A.V. Rockwell, along with a team of producers, including Emmy Award winner Lena Waithe. So what is it about? Convinced it's one last necessary crime on the path to redemption, unapologetic and free-spirited Inez kidnaps 6-year-old Terry from the foster care system. Holding on to their secret and each other, mother and son set out to reclaim their sense of home, identity, and stability in New York City. The film also stars Tiana Taylor. Now it's time for the U.S. documentary competition. If you're a fan of famed poet Nikki Giovanni, you do not want to miss this one. Going to Mars, the Nikki Giovanni Project, is directed and produced by Joe Brewster and Michelle Stevenson. Intimate, verite, archival footage, and visually innovative treatments of poetry take us on a journey through the dreamscape of legendary poet Nikki Giovanni as she reflects on her life and legacy. Another biopic that I'm looking forward to is Little Richard, I Am Everything. This is directed and produced by Lisa Cortez. The film celebrates the life of Little Richard and reveals the Black queer origins of rock and roll, finally exploding the whitewashed canon of American pop music. Through archival and performance footage, the revolutionary icon's life unspools with all of its switchbacks and contradictions. Now on to the Stroll. This film tells the story of New York's meatpacking district, told from the perspective of transgender sex workers who lived and worked there. Filmmaker Christine Lovell, who walked the Stroll for a decade, reunites her community to recount the violence, policing, homelessness, and gentrification they overcame to build a movement for transgender rights. All right, now let's take a trip overseas to the World Cinema Dramatic Competition. Director and screenwriter Adura Anashil brings us Girl. 11-year-old Amma and her mother Grace take solace in the gentle but isolated world they obsessively create. Amma's growing up threatens the boundaries of their tenderness and forces Grace to reckon with the past she struggles to forget. Our next film is Mami Wata, a Nigerian film directed and written by CJ Fiery Obasi. When the harmony in a village is threatened by outside elements, two sisters must fight to save their people and restore the glory of a mermaid goddess to the land. Next up is the South African film Milisuthando. Set in the past, present, and future South Africa, an invitation into a poetic, memory-driven exploration of love, intimacy, race, and belonging by the filmmaker who grew up during apartheid but didn't know it was happening until it was over. The director and screenwriter of this film is Melasufando Bongel. Next, we have Bravo Burkina by director, screenwriter, and producer Wale Oyejide. It's about a Burkinabe boy who flees his village and migrates to Italy. When disillusioned by heartbreak and haunted by memories of home, he travels through time in hope of regaining all he has lost. Our next film is Kokomo City. Kokomo City is directed and produced by D. Smith, and it's about 4 Black transgender sex workers that explore the dichotomy between the Black community and themselves while confronting issues long avoided. Another film in the next category is To Live and Die and Live. This film is directed, written, and produced by Kasim Basir. This film is about a man named Muhammad who returns home to Detroit to bury his stepfather and is thrust into settling his accounts. But Muhammad's struggles with depression and addiction may finish him before he finishes the task. Young, Wild, and Free. This film is directed by Thembi L. Banks, and this story is about a high school senior, Brandon, who is drowning in responsibilities when his world is turned upside down after being robbed at gunpoint by the girl of his dreams. This film has an all-star cast, including actors Algie Smith, Sanaa Lathan, and many more. Now, let's check out the premieres. Rye Lane is directed by Rain Allen Miller. It's about two 20-somethings, both reeling from bad breakups, and they connect over the course of an eventful day in South London, helping each other deal with their nightmare exes and potentially restoring their faith in romance. And finally, we have Invisible Beauty. Invisible Beauty is directed by Bethann Hardison and Frederique Chang. Fashion revolutionary and model turned agent and activist Bethann Hardison knew that Black is beautiful well before the fashion industry acknowledged the truth. From walking runway shows alongside Iman to discovering supermodels like Tyson Beckford and mentoring icons like Naomi Campbell, Hardison has been at the epicenter of major representational shifts in fashion. So as I stated before, not every Black film that's screening at Sundance is being mentioned in this video. There are short films. There are other notable Black stories such as Drift, Talk to Me, Landscape with Invisible Hand, and Slam. So there's a lot out there. So I definitely encourage you to watch these films and try to watch as many as you can while the festival is having its run. Again, it's the 19th through the 29th of January that's coming up. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I appreciate that you actually stopped by and checked this out. By the way, all of the information that I provided in this video is on the Sundance Film Festival website. You can see the bios of the filmmakers. You can also see the summaries of the films, which I've read in the script for this video. You can see all of that there. If you really like the fact that you got some really cool resources of this sort of roundup of Black films that are at Sundance and you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment. Give me some feedback. Let us know. We're happy to create more content like this, but I thought that this would be a nice curtain raiser to Sundance 2023, especially if you're new to the festival and you haven't been before, or if you're an OG and you just want to watch some Black films with some talented Black filmmakers and Black ensemble cast members, then hopefully this video was helpful for you. Thanks so much for watching and hope to see you next time.